me. Stir fry, the tang of lemon juice hitting the back of my throat with a delicious, urgent sharpness. Last Saturday's newspapers strewn across the table. We flicked through them with a faint boredom. Slowly, I feel his hand rest upon my thigh, his slender fingers running up and down towards my cunt. I pretend not to notice, examining my paper with well-practiced, feigned ignorance. If he wants me, he has to work for it. I sigh and turn the page, resting my head on one hand and play with my curls, wound tightly with rollers and set with several layers of extra hold. I've been killing time, waiting for him, cleaning the flat in the silk bra and suspenders, pausing every now and then to examine my reflection in the mirror, noting the fetishistic contrast of the yellow marigolds against the sharp dominatrix point of the bullet bra. I peer down at my legs, checking that the black seam of my stockings is still aligned with the curve of my calf. I lift my head from my hand, unfurl the index finger, and begin stroking my arm with its sharp scarlet nail, delicately, seductively, leaving faint red trails across my skin. He pulls me towards him, closing his eyes and breathing into my mouth. Our tongues meet, breaking the thick, cold air between us. Suddenly he's grabbing me by the shoulders, snapping his jaws upon my neck, biting down on my lips, almost enough to draw blood. Almost. He leans into me, eyes half closed. I want you to fuck me. The shock of it thrills me. Role reversal. I like it. Take me to your room. He stands, pulling me towards the door without looking at me once. Firm, intent, dominant. He may not be doing the fucking tonight, but he always holds power over me, the ability to make me weak-kneed with a single glance and those cool grey eyes. Mind you, even if he is the one wearing the cock, I've still got the whip. Pinning me against the wall, we throw off the layers protecting us from the freezing, bitter air pervading the house. I throw him onto the bed. He has already discarded his jeans and tight black briefs, leaving his cunt exposed. I draw one delicate finger down, vertically from his clit, teasing, gasping at the wet, velvety smoothness. I'm left breathless by the sight of him, realising the privilege of seeing my boy this way, being allowed to touch him, taste him, fuck him. I slip a finger inside, testing at first until he grabs my hand, urging me onwards to that tight, warm, wet perfection. We groan, calling out each other's names as I get faster and faster, him purring and tightening his grip on the pillow, knuckles white. I feel a hand resting momentarily upon me, stroking my lace-clad back and drawing me closer into him. It takes only a few minutes until he throws his head back, mouth open, eyes closed, a sudden silence that tells me it's happening. I feel his clit swell beneath my fingers. His cum begins to tighten around me, the spasm sending waves of pleasure down my spine. We hold each other for a moment. I begin to draw my hand out slowly, but he holds my wrist tight, begging me to keep going. Don't stop, please don't stop. I squeeze my fingers together, fucking deeper and harder. His whole body shakes, calling out my name again and again. He knows what it does to me. It's him screaming out, letting me play out the power I have in this moment. I'm going to come again, he whispers, holding onto my shoulder with his teeth. The sharpness of it hits me in the pit of my stomach, pulsing down into my cunt. He comes, trembling, sweating, breathless. I kiss him, tasting the bitter tang of lemon juice upon his lips.